So I just finished watching The Houses October Built, and this was a movie I was really excited to see back when I first saw the trailer for it. I thought the trailer looked pretty good. I knew really nothing about the movie beyond what was in the trailer, and I'd kind of forgotten that. And when I saw it was on Netflix, I figured I'd give it a shot. I actually was pretty disappointed in it. It's kind of the epitome of crappy found footage, and I could tolerate a little bit of found footage, but it just was every bad stereotype of the genre all mixed into one. It reminded me a lot of other movies that I didn't like, and it wasn't even as good as those other movies I didn't like. So for having something that I thought was going to be a really cool premise, I think I probably would have rather watched one of those Travel Channel shows where they go and show you like the top 10 scariest haunted houses in America, rather than watching a fictionalized account of people going and looking at haunted houses and then getting sucked into the middle of them. So I've been hunting for photos or video or anything of the old Sideshow 1/6 scale Michael Myers figure with the sheet that came with it on. If you don't know, that figure came with the sheet and the glasses to recreate the scene where he's in the ghost costume. And from what I've read in one review, that was a written review back on, I think it's Michael Crawford's site, MWC Toys, that they don't fit particularly well, especially the glasses. But I have not seen any photos or reviews of anybody even trying. Most videos I found, reviews, they still have it in the box. They haven't even taken it out yet. And looking at one video, it kind of just reminded me why the hell I'm outside the box reviews, because dude reviewed the whole damn figure in the freaking window box, and oh, that drives me insane. Freaking hate it when people do that. Sorry, rant over, but yeah, it's just killing me that I can't find pictures of it. And the reason I want it, I don't even really want the figure. I'm assuming it's crap. I'm assuming the parts are no good. But I just kind of wanted to see how they did it and how it worked in execution, because I'd like to do it myself. Right now I'm working on a new 1/6 scale Michael Myers kit bash. Right now I have the body and the boots. I'm waiting on the head sculpt that's in the mail right now. I have a pre-order in on some coveralls and an eBay order out for the knife. And I'm going to replace the one that I've had in my detail for years, one I did myself that was really subpar. But seeing that I have that old body and the old parts of the figure, I thought maybe I would do the ghost version. I would get a sheet, drape it over there, and have two Michael Myers sitting there in the case. And yeah, just kind of looking for inspiration, and it's just ended up making me go on this little mini rant here. So I just watched The Witch, or The Vitch, I guess? I don't know. It was pretty freaking weird. I honestly don't know how I feel about the movie. It was interesting in the way they portrayed things, and it's kind of slow moving. I had to put the subtitles on because it's all in ye olde English, and I really couldn't understand the actors half the time. They did one thing I really hate in horror movies now, where they kind of play loud music and like just tension-y sounding music. It's almost like the Psycho theme on crack, and it's supposed to make you scared, but they're not actually even showing anything scary on screen. It's just kind of like almost like a false scare just in music alone, which is really obnoxious. One reason I really wanted to see this movie is because I had heard that this is kind of what the original plan for like Blair Witch 3, not the one that just came out, but like back when they first started, I guess this is what they were going to do, is actually have like a movie set in colonial times, looking at the Blair Witch and the whole history of that. And while that never came to be, this almost feels like it could be a prequel to that in some strange way. I'd give it a slight recommend. It feels like one of those movies that I'd almost want to go back to and give it another shot, but also one of those things that I don't know if it'd be worth my time to bother watching it a second time. Alright guys, this is an unboxing that I feel is years in the making, and I hope I'm not like overhyping myself for the contents of this box, because this is something from somebody who I've been a fan of their work for years. Okay, I went ahead and cut it off camera because it was a pain in the butt to not show my address everywhere, but time to finally open this thing. Here we go. Open it. And check this out. So this... Oh, shit. Holy cow. That is amazing. That looks so freaking awesome. Okay, so let me get out the certificate of authenticity, I guess. It's so cool it comes with that. This is the Blackest Eyes version 3 by One's Customs. It's a 1/6 scale head sculpt, and yeah, holy cow, that is awesome. Like, I've been a fan of One's Customs work. Just to gush here for a second and kind of, like, I don't know, show you how excited I am and how, like, much I've been wanting something like this, is I've been following this guy's work since he was posting his 7-inch scale, like, Part 7 Jason and Harry Warden figures back on the Mezco Toys forum. And, you know, I was following his work for quite a while, and I just hadn't been able to afford it. When I saw he was putting these up for sale, he actually had the Blackest Eyes 2.0 up on eBay, and I almost bought it, and then later that day I think he posted something about that the new version would be available the next day. And it was actually the day Hurricane Matthew came through, and I'm like sitting there on my phone, like trying to scrape up what little cell phone connection I had in the power outage to make sure I could snag one of these. And I did. I guess I got number 5. I don't know how many he made, but oh, that's freaking awesome. I'm so excited. So, I guess the other stuff in here while I'm unboxing, looks like he put a little sticky tack in there, which I assume is to get it onto the figure's head, or the body's head, or, yeah, the neck, whatever, words. And then he included this, which is awesome. So it's an unpainted head, sculpted hair. I'm trying to see if it's the same head sculpt. It doesn't look to be, or maybe I'm just not seeing past the paint. Either way, freaking awesome. Now, definitely a different head sculpt. There's different seams there on the mask. Somebody's probably looking at this and being like, yeah, you idiot, it's obviously insert whatever here. But, dude, that's freaking awesome. So excited. This probably isn't going to fit quite right. I don't know if the peg's going to stop it or not, but, dude, that is so cool. I'm sorry if I'm, like, annoyingly excited, but I am, like, annoyingly excited right now. Holy crap. This is collecting gold to me right now. This is like one of those holy grail pieces that's not even a holy grail because I didn't even really care what specific piece I got. I mean, Michael Myers, especially this last month or so, seems like the very appropriate thing to have. It's Halloween anyways, so might as well have a classic Michael Myers. So happy right now. So I'm gonna shut the camera off so I can admire this like with my actual eyes and not through a digital screen. So I don't know how much footage I'm really gonna have for this episode. I already decided I'm gonna publish this a little late, but you're already seeing it by the time you're hearing this, so that doesn't really mean anything to you. But it's been a crazy week. I have a robot tournament I'm going down to Orlando for tomorrow. I'm actually going down for a concert, then a robot tournament, which is Saturday and Sunday. And it's been a whirlwind of me trying to get the robots ready to go. I have 3 that I'm competing with, and if there hasn't been much cool horror content this week, I'm apologizing now. Alright, so I don't know if any of the beginning of this unboxing actually recorded. I thought I hit record, but apparently that didn't actually happen. So this is the Beyond Disgusting Studios Michael Myers Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 knife. This is a blank. They sell complete kits, but this is a blank. There's no detailing, so I'll have to actually paint it and do all that. The blade itself is somewhat flexible. I forget if it's like a urethane or something they make it out of, but it's a really cool prop replica. I can't wait to paint it up. It's really cool looking. It's a gigantic freaking knife. Alright, so another day, 3 more boxes. I actually hit record this time so I could actually film the unboxing of these things. Yay. So we'll start with this little one here. Got cardboard. It's awesome. Highly collectible. As seen in Friday the 13th Part 9. So this is from, well, when I got the One's Customs head sculpt ordered, I kind of went on a quest to get more Michael Myers stuff. So I found a seller on eBay that had these metal weapons, that one of them was a butcher knife, very similar to the Lamson knife used in the original film. I know it's not 100% accurate, but I think it looks pretty good. I'm going to paint up the handle, make it black, add the rivets in there, and I think it could be a cool knife to display with the Myers. If not, I'll find another purpose for it. It also came with a machete and a meat cleaver. We got another box here. And this is one I've been waiting for quite some time. So this is something I've been waiting for about a year now. I originally saw Tales of Halloween based on a recommendation from a podcast. The last Halloween, I watched it on demand. Immediately went to go get the physical copy of it to find out one didn't exist. And I pre-ordered from the official website because even Amazon didn't have one until recently. Actually, I don't know if they still have one yet. But this is like the super deluxe Blu-ray edition with all kinds of
bonus features and cool crap, and I'm really excited to have it and to be able to watch this movie again because I super enjoyed it last year. And this box or bag is no mystery. Fright rags, obviously. And this is from the original Halloween collection. So I got the Michael Myers shirt. I mean, obviously. What else would you get? And the way the shirt's folded, the face looks really stupid, but it does not actually look that stupid. But I thought it was a good, solid Michael Myers t-shirt. I mean, I have some other ones, but this one looked cool. And then I did pick up one pack of socks. I couldn't resist. I have the trick-or-treat ones they did last year. There were a few different designs. Originally, I had like 2 or 3 of them in my cart, and the price tag was going up and up and up. So I decided just to get the simple pumpkin with knives one. All right, well, after taking nearly 45 minutes longer to get my crap together than I anticipated, I am finally heading off to Orlando for concert and heavy metal. Wait, heavy metal is part of that concert. Heavy metal robots too, I guess. So I just got out of the Sabaton concert, which, as always, those guys were freaking amazing. They have to be one of my favorite bands at the moment, and they are up there with Gwar for my favorite band to see live. They have so much freaking energy, they sound phenomenal live, and they make it a freaking party every time, and I absolutely love their live shows so much. So the first band up was Huntress, and it was a band I'd never really listened to before. I believe the singer had filled in for the singer of Amon Amarth once or twice, but that was really all I knew of them, was watching a few basically Amon Amarth cover songs for all it's worth. The cool thing that I hadn't realized until pretty recently was that the guitar player and the drummer for Huntress are also members of the band Holy Grail, which is a band that I really freaking enjoy. So it was cool to see them. I actually got to say hi to them after the show. They were up at their merch booth. But then Sabaton came on. The set just felt so short. They kind of fudged a headliner type thing where they did, you know, go off stage and do an encore and all that. But the set just felt way too short. It just left me wanting more freaking Sabaton. Hopefully next time they come to the US, that's what I get, and they play longer and headline a tour and play for a giant place full of crazy fans, because that's the other thing I love about seeing them live, is how excited the crowd gets. Another reason I'm leaving early is because the robot tournament tomorrow, I've got to be there at like 8 a.m. So time to go get some sleep.
So yesterday was the first day of the robot battles at Maker Faire Orlando. My 3-pound robot, which was the only one I was competing with yesterday, went 2-2, which isn't exactly what I was hoping for, but we did get some good hits along the way. bosses was a pretty close fight up until I lost power. Today I'm competing with 2 other robots, my 1-pound robot Jack Chop and my 150 gram robot Electric Eye. And hopefully they have a little better luck, though I'm not particularly confident. I did a test drive of Jack Chop last night in the arena when nobody was using it, and it's a little squirrely. It doesn't want to turn very well. Well, it turns just fine, but it also gyroscopically moves and twists and acts like a really weird thing. But yeah, hopefully I'll have some good footage from that and I could put it in here.
I'm a mental machine. It's close to midnight and he's barking at the moon. I'm a metal machine. A rainbow in the dark is shining. A lonely metal machine. It's close to midnight and he's barking at the moon. I'm the metal machine. The kings of metal ride the sky.
Alright, so I'm back from a crazy weekend in Orlando. I think I've already recorded clips talking about Friday and Saturday, but Sunday was the end of the robot combat, so it was finishing up the 3-pounders, then moved on to the 1-pound robots and 150 gram robots, which I had one of each of. I'm not going to go into super in-depth talks about my fights because, well, I'm going to do that on my alternate channel, my robot-centric channel, since I don't want to bore too many of you guys here with that. But since I'm doing a vlog, I might as well throw in a little bit. The 1-pound robot lost its first fight.
Coming straight out saying, I'm going to put you over. Oh, I see battery. Uh-oh. And he doesn't care, and he flips.
Won its second fight, which was against really a joke robot. And then I forfeited the third fight for multiple reasons that I'll get into in the other video on the other channel. And the 150 gram robot, I only got one fight with it, and it was torn to shreds. And I'm a little disappointed because all 3 robots I thought were at least working decently, had potential, and it just didn't quite work out the way I hoped it would. And that's kind of how it goes with robot combat. It's sometimes the luck of the draw, and sometimes you just end up in a bad place. Like the first fight, I think I would have won, except I got a little overzealous and kind of messed myself up there in the process. So that's what happens. There were some other really cool highlights of it, though. This was the first event I've been to since probably Battle Beach back in like 2006, where they ran the larger robots, particularly the heavyweight robots were the biggest class they had, 220-pound machines. And they weren't allowing high-powered active weapons and things, but people had lifters, people had hammers, people had modified wheels that would just be kind of a fake spinner without having any sharp edges to really do damage, but to make an effect out of it. There were some other great robots. The 15-pound weight class was very big at this event. I'm really wanting to build one of those. There were some cool fights and a lot of fun stuff to watch there. If you're familiar with the TV show, there was a robot there that may look vaguely familiar, but it's definitely not that robot for legal reasons.
Over.
So that's all I've really got for my weekend. I'm pretty exhausted, but I did check the mail upon arriving home, and hey, what would this vlog be without one more unboxing, right? So let's get this thing here open. Yup. Alright, so I couldn't resist since I'm so close with all the other ones. I had heard rumors about this mask, so I took a gamble on it. This is the Ruby's Halloween 4 mask. You know, if you're even vaguely aware, if you go shopping at Halloween for masks, if you look for Michael Myers masks especially, but other masks as well, you know Ruby's is usually not the source of anything worthwhile. But I saw some videos online where people were saying that this thing was actually not a bad representation of the Part 4 mask, and you know, I've got to agree with them. I think once I get this inflated, it will actually look pretty decently like Michael from Part 4. I mean, that wasn't a very good-looking mask anyway, and yeah, it's not bad. The hair looks like it's okay quality, not great, but okay. And yeah, I found it was on sale on Amazon, so for a fraction of the cost of a Trick or Treat Studios mask, which is still, you know, a pretty good price usually when you need to get a mask, or if you want to get a mask. Yeah, I think this will be a good Part 4 for a while. I did see previews of their Part 5. It looks like crap, but the previews of this looked like crap too. So I'm hoping whatever crap magic went into making this look okay goes into the Part 5, and when it actually hits stores, it looks right. Because if they could get this close, I'd be happy. Then again, if Trick or Treat Studios could get the rights to do it and do a really good job, I'd be even happier. But yeah, not too shabby. I had my voice crack. I'm just going to leave that in, just because it's embarrassing and stupid. So yeah, that wraps up the vlog for this week. I don't know what I really have going on next week outside of a couple more Universal horror movies, but I will try to make it as Halloween-y, funness stuff as possible. Maybe some more quickie movie reviews and things. I don't know, but I'll see you then.